roll the window down. If I fuck things up, just tell me now. I'm living in a blinded town, am I running out of time? Feeling control when I'm talking to you. Slow trip, trying to play it cool. Nothing to do, let's drive to the ocean. Get high, lay on the beach. White water running down my feet. Make love and repeat, I don't ever want to stay all night to see the sunrise. It's way too soon to be calling me baby, but it feels so right against the moonlight. Deep sea diving at first, don't save me. Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Oh, to make you wanna stay with me. Is there something I can do to show my love for you?
It's your boy GMT. This time we're doing it big. Dating is hard, and lately it's been like a cat and mouse game, and dating with intentions has almost become non-existent.
Here's where we come in. Hi, I'm Dion. The dating scene has become dry and swiping left has become irritating. Are you ready to find the love of your life?
Welcome to Meet to Marry. What is going on? What is going on, YouTube? We are live. We are back in the building. And shout out to everyone that's here. Shout outs to the panel. And shout outs to you. So, as y'all could see, I shortened the intro because every one of my panelists was making fun of me, saying that my intro was too long. They was like, all right, man, we could go to the store and cook burgers while we're playing your intro. So, as you can see, I shortened it. Jesus Christ. But with that being said, shout out to Candace. What it do? What it do, Candace? How you making
What's
that?
happening?
All right.
I'm good. Waiting for everybody. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to get it popping today. Before we go, though, as you can see, as I always do, it's a GMT tradition. I have someone new on the panel today. The lovely Ashley. What it do?
Hello, hello, hello. Hi.
Shout outs to you. Now, before we get on, I want you to introduce yourself, talk about your business, and we're going to move forward from there.
Got you. Well, my name is Ashley. I am from New York, originally Queens, and been all over the South, more or less, in Atlanta for a little bit, now in South Carolina, and I'm about to relocate to Charlotte. During COVID, I created kind of like a home away from home, like an escape. I wasn't able to escape the house, obviously, like everybody else. So I love candles. I burn candles all the time, but I was starting to realize that the scents were toxic that I was burning, and I was like, I need something else. I can't do this. So I did, research and found coconut apricot wax, very organic, very healthy, very vegan. So it can be burned for hours. So I turned it into a business,
I know that's right, sis.
and
That's what's up.
multiple different candles, multiple different scents of all kinds and things like that. So now I'm getting back into profiting and building a website and all of those great things. So it's called A Light Scented Home, which is underneath my name, Ash. That's a little bit about that.
Yay.
So that's
I
what's
love
up.
that.
So do me a favor. I'm gonna be dropping her link in the description. So as y'all get option, just hit up the link, and she will make sure she gets y'all one of those dope candles. All right, I'll make this happen, y'all. So Candace, what's up? What you got going on?
Started a little part-time job, and when they say your job is kicking your thing,
Yeah.
it's literally kicking my tail. I got bruises everywhere. I can't go out like this. The police gonna get them.
Girl, what's your part-time job? You dancing?
No, sir.
It's a joke. It's a joke. They smacking her ass.
She in the
See?
streets.
3 seconds in. 3 seconds in. He just sat down.
Man,
Hey,
man, and I shortened the intro on purpose, and here we go already. Already
let's get
starting.
to the book.
You know what I'm saying? Man, wow, yo. All right. That's what's up. Well, congratulations to you on the new gig, and much luck with it. So, Sapphire, what you got going on?
Well, I got a single coming out in a couple weeks.
Okay.
About that.
Okay.
Come on
That's
now.
what's up.
And I've just been working on that. The album will be out in January. So I've just been overload and working, doing my own rollout and things like that. So hopefully when it's out, you guys love it and let me know. If you don't love it, let me know.
We gonna love it.
So
I'm
what
gonna
we
check it out.
what we gonna do, right? I want you to send me at least like 20 seconds of it.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, we'll play it during the show.
Come on
Today?
now.
If you want, we could do it today. It's up to you. It's up to you. Or we could do it whenever you want.
All right.
Come on,
We can get that
GMT.
going.
We could play the whole album during the intro, Sapphire.
7 minutes.
Wait, look at his face.
Damn, son, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm so chill. What it do, my guy?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy. I'm so chill 360. I'm still out here in New Hampshire with all these, but working hard as always. Remaining busy. I mean, with the snow plowing business that I did start last year, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous because it don't look like we're gonna get no snow no time soon. Last year we got snow in November, and here we are towards the end of November right now, and we're coming into December. So, I'm a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little
It
nervous.
might last longer. You might have some snow further
Maybe.
into the next season.
I mean, maybe. I hope so. But usually, and then finding workers too was kind of a tough thing right now. So I'm still kind of short, and we just gonna see. We're gonna see. But I don't give a damn about all that. I'm putting all my eggs in this basket, man. Fuck that snow stuff, man. I'm right here.
How about that? You know what I'm saying? GMT panel. That's where it's at, y'all.
Where's that?
Yo, Professor, what up, man? What's going on, my guy?
I want to welcome everybody to the greatest panel show on YouTube.
Come on now.
There we go. Shout
First of all. Second of all, I want to give a happy birthday to my youngest sister. It's her birthday today.
Aww.
So give her a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Yep.
That's
And I don't have a single coming out in 2 weeks, but I will be single in 2 weeks. So but yeah, everything is going good and Skinny. Guess what, man? No, she's not Khalees, but her milkshake does bring all the boys to the yard.
To the yard. Come on now.
I'm just trying to tell you.
Oh man.
Oh.
No,
yo, y'all are something else. Yo, listen. So Shout out to everyone that's in the chat early today. Let's get some housekeeping out the way. Chat, please stay active. But shout outs to my guy David, you in the building. Shout outs to Skinny. Shout outs to my man Blockchain.
Yes.
Much love. And I see we have some people watching. So do me a favor and join the conversation. And also make sure y'all are sharing it as well. Those of you with the wrenches, all my mods, please keep the conversation clean. Make sure we don't get demonetized today, because I did a few weeks ago. So let's make sure we don't get demonetized and keep the train going, y'all. With that being said, what up? Y'all ready to get the show going?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. So y'all saw the thumbnail. Y'all saw the thumbnail, man. We talking about dudes. Dudes is tired, man, and they starting to require different things from ladies now. So I got a couple minutes of a show that I'm gonna play for y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Shout out to the content creator Ashley Dalton. This comes way of her. Dope content creator. So let's go.
Hello, DJ Charlie.
What's going on?
The Earl. Hello, Earl.
Yeah, they don't want me to put my camera on, so let me put it on. Let me see.
What's up, DJ Charlie? You taking too long, man. What's going on? All right. Hold on. Let me fast forward this dude.
Can you see me?
I can see you, Earl. Welcome in.
What's happening? Yeah, part of that is a lie. We don't want selfish women. We want women to court us just like we court them. So no, that's a lie. That's
you want a woman to court you. You want a woman
absolutely.
to court you.
It's not a one-way street. It's not a one-way street.
So if you get the woman of your dreams, she's a perfect 10. Whatever your idea of a perfect 10 is in your eyes, you would want her to court you when you meet this perfect 10. Your perfect 10.
Nobody's perfect. What's a 10?
No, but I'm saying your idea of a perfect 10. Just your idea of a perfect 10.
Ask the question again.
Oh God.
So when you meet your idea of a perfect 10, your idea, your standard of a perfect 10, you will want her to court you.
Yeah, as I would court her. Absolutely. See, the problem what happened is women have started to complain about chain restaurants. That messed the whole game up. That messed it up. When
I'm gonna
women
speed
started
this
to
up a little
complain
bit.
about little stuff like that, it made it hard for a lot of y'all, because there's nothing wrong with chain restaurants, Chili's, Cheesecake Factory. They're making it too hard. So men are like, you had a beautiful woman just a few minutes ago. Men don't approach her because y'all acting scared. Oh my God, you frightened me. I'm like, well, I'm trying to get to know you. That's a problem. So men are saying, you know what? Since there's less of us, we're the prize now. Since there's less of us and more of y'all got to start approaching us.
So fellas, let's talk about this real quick. I'm gonna start with the men on this one, right? But before I start, we have got a 10 gifted membership from my guy Blockchain. Shout out to
Hey, baby.
Yo, much respect, my guy. You know I gotta stop the show for that, because he didn't have to, but he always looks out for your boy during the show. So shout outs to you, my guy. Much love, much respect. Thank you, my brother. All right. So and Oaken, what up? My guys in the building. So fellas, talk about it. Do y'all want to be courted by the ladies now? Do you feel as if their requirements are too high? And it's making you guys feel as if, you need women to start doing for you now.
All right, who gonna go first?
Hell, they're number
It's
two.
only three of us. It's only three of us.
Oh, three of us. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go and put it out there. And to my boy Skinny, yes, your boy Chill is a little tired, so I got the Red Bull. Shouldn't be drinking this mess, but a little tired. All right, so no, I don't agree with the man said. And usually when I hear fellas who talk like that, these are guys who haven't reached manhood yet. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to manhood, you know for a fact that it is you who is doing the courting. You know what I'm saying? Women respect that. Women have an intrinsic reaction to that. When it's them, let me tell you something. I saw the faces of every single female on this panel. When they heard that dude talk, boy, it was like their insides just dried up immediately. I'm trying to tell you because it's a turnoff.
Oh my God.
It's a turnoff when dudes talk like that. It is, and I'm not knocking the dudes who feel like that because I get it. And we have so many different phases out here, like especially on the internet. You got the sprinkle, and then the fellas hit back with the drizzle. Now this dude, he is a segue, a section of that whole drizzle thing. He's like, well, shit, if they getting pampered, I want to be pampered too. That's the definition of a guy who ain't ready for manhood yet, man. And he is going to get ultimately disrespected and destroyed in the dating market. He is.
Right. All right, real quick, we got a $10 super chat from my guy Blockchain. Shout outs to you once again, my guy. Blockchain says men raise their standards will lead to even more 40-year-old plus, 40 plus women being single, unloved, unwed, over F. Yeah, I can't even gotta watch my words. If those women don't increase their worth, value, well, that's what, why am I mixing up my words today, man?
I agree.
Quinn, he got a proofread, right, Quinn?
Got a proofread. Wherever Quinn is. Where Quinn at?
Stuck in the closet.
Quinn stuck in the closet. So what do you agree with that, Candace, what you were saying?
I agree with what Block said because initially, like in my head, I'm already thinking I'll die single then. So I agree with that. It's going to lead a lot of women over 40 who don't want to settle and who refuse to pursue a man or to court a man. We will be those of us who have our identity in something else other than being someone's mate. Are we gonna die single? I want love. I want to be someone's wife.
Wow.
1 second, Ash, you got that's you with the music playing in the background? There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, that's you.
Yep.
You can turn it down for me. Turn it down. What were you gonna say?
I was saying, like, I don't want to give this like a demeanor that, I'm okay without a man. I was made to love. I was married for over 20 years. Got a divorce. Do I want to be married again? Yes. But will I allow myself to court, in the definitive sense of the word, a man? Reciprocal? Yes. But courting? No. So yeah, over 40, I'll be single.
I mean, so I want to tack on, but fellas, she literally just answered the question for y'all, man. Like the moment we start speaking in the sense of, yo, I want a woman to court me and do this and blah 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 blah. Chill is in his what? Derrick Jackson? Hell nah, man. Derrick Jackson is a clown.
Hold up, we got a find out.
I got something to say. I got something to say when you done, Chill.
Now, I'm glad my man Blockchain put that up there, man. So no,
hold on, let me read it real quick. He said, Chill is in his Derrick Jackson bag today. Nothing wrong with men wanting their affection, efforts, and energy reciprocated.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. All right.
So yeah, that's why I was getting ready to go. Go ahead, Chill.
I got you. See, here's the thing. See, women will do that for a producer because guess what? When you're a producer, a woman always pay homage to a producer because he did what? Alleviated stresses of this world for her. And I'm telling you, that's when them things go. But I do it all the time. So it is what it is. Yeah. Huh?
What it do?
It goes. Man, I'm gonna get to the floor, baby. Everything. That's just what it is. Not only only single women, but even women who are married, even women who got several boyfriends, they're just gonna tell you this dating scene is totally different. Everybody, both men and women, are sitting there trying to find each other's weak points and just dig on each other. That's what they're doing. And men ain't supposed to be doing that. I rock with you fellas that's in the comment section. I rock with you fellas that's on this panel. And I'm gonna always tell you, I don't really give a damn about relationships. I don't talk that mess. I talk power dynamics, and power dynamics is always right. Always. You ain't never seen me stand in front of a woman and she was like, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. They always agree with me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hmm?
I
What?
don't think a woman in the sense of the word courtship should be courting a man. Let's get that out of the way. So should a woman court a man? No. But I get what blockchain is saying when it comes to women need to show this sort of that same effort. They need to be genuine in their feelings. They need to be clear in what they have to say.
Right.
So they need to be clear in their intentions. They need to be genuine in what they have to say. And I think some of it does stem not only from trauma, but also stems from a lot of our women will refuse to compete for men. They will not compete. They're like, if he wants me, he needs to come get me. When other races of women are competing for men. So if I were to take these three women, I say, hey, we got this 6'4", Adonis of a man in front of you. Hey, which one of y'all want him? Well, I want him. Okay, which one of you guys are willing to compete for him? They're like, well, she could have him, or she could have him. That's part of our issue as well, too. That a lot of our women are afraid to compete for men because
Afraid?
yeah. Okay,
I
so
don't know
when I
about
say this,
that.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you why I say you guys are afraid to compete for men, right? We sit on these panels and other people sit on panels and we have these conversations and women say, what can we do to get a high value man? And then men will go out and tell you. And they say, well, I'm not doing this, this, and this. Well, if he wants me, he'll do this, this, and this. That's not competing. If you want this high value man, or whatever man you think you want, then you need to compete for him. That means you're gonna be fit. That means you're gonna be feminine. That means you're gonna be submissive. That means you're gonna do all the things that man wants for you to get him. That's
Wait.
where you need to
But what
compete.
are you submitting to?
Well, what I'm saying is, well, you're submitting to the God in that man,
Idea?
supposedly. No,
The
what
who?
I'm say it again.
You submitting to what?
You're submitting to the God in that man. So because
How do we
again,
if hold
go
on. You said it.
ahead.
If there is a God in that man, then he understands the role of a man in pursuit. So
No,
we're not
you're right. I
submitting to the
mean,
God in that man, because if
so
it was, then I am submitting to him
right.
as
So
unto the Lord.
a man is going. You're right. You're 100% correct. I've always told women, if you go down a religious path, I'm gonna go religious, and I go non-religious. If you go down a religious path, that you shouldn't be on. You should only be submitting to a man that does what that religion says he needs to be doing. In addition to that, if you're not religious, then you say, well, I won't just submit to any guy who can't lead me. Well, guess what? You shouldn't be submitting to any guy that can't lead you. Period. Point blank. I don't care whether he has God or not. If he has the inability to lead, you should not be with him anyway. And a lot of times we're picking people based upon certain different criteria than their ability to lead, and then we get mad when they don't lead us. So at the end of the day, if we want the man that we say we want, then we need to one, put ourselves in positions to get him. We need to two, make sure that we are the kind of person. I mean, you look at Lizzo. Lizzo has lost a bunch of weight trying to put herself in position to get a man that she wants. She's trying to compete now, right? There's a lot of people. A lot of us are out here not trying to compete. So you have to be able to compete for the man that you want. And a lot of, especially in our culture, don't want to do that. They don't want to listen to the things that the men that they say they want from women. They're like, well, he's just this and he's that. And he's misogynist. He's that, this and that. We have to listen to what the man is saying, put ourselves in those positions. Then you don't have to worry about you having to court a man. The man is going to properly do what he needs to do because the market determines the value. So at the end of the day, if the man says this is what he wants, you need to do what the market is saying for you to do so that you can be picked. Sorry, I didn't mean my plane was in the air for a long time. My apologies.
No. But so what I hear you
Good.
saying, I hear you saying is, it's not necessarily do what that particular man wants. It's studying the general wants of men or successful men and putting yourself in a position to be that.
Yeah, so whatever it is, whatever your ideal man looks like. I don't know. I can't. Everyone, there's three women on the panel. You guys all have three different, probably varying opinions on men, but a lot of us are similar in certain ways. But yes, you need to put yourself in a position to, if you want this type of man, then you need to know what this type of man is looking for and put yourself in that position. Not that one man, but there's multiple men that fit that category. So you need to put yourself in that position and fit that category so that you can be one of the ones that he picks. And then when he does go looking in the room, to like, okay, I'm going to be competitive now. At the end of the day, there may be five women that look just as good as I do. I may be Beyonce. There's five other Beyoncés in there. They all got everything going for them. What am I going to do to set myself apart?
So if you're more or less, if you're competing for this one spot, right, or this one role, only one person can play this role. And I've done all the things that I need to do to make myself a better person. but I'm competing for, if I don't have to compete for God's love, more or less, who loves me beyond, who cherishes me, all of those things, why would I ever have to compete for the love of a man? More or less, I have all that love. I can give that love to myself. I am more than capable of nurturing and sharing that love with other people when I meet them. That's just in my genuine interaction and my genuine conversation. But I just feel like it's a standardized view and then it's a specific view. Specifically, what I'm looking for are these things. But I'm trying to generalize it and make it so much so that all these people can fit these standards. 10 people can fit the whatever it is, the criteria. But what sets me apart? Oh, I look a little bit better than this person. Oh, I sound a little bit like, what is that thing that sets it apart for these types of men? Especially if all these men want princess treatment or all these men want to be courted. All these types of men, the high value man. What makes you a high value man?
I don't think high value men want to be courted. That's not what I'm saying. And I also don't think, if you talk about, if you don't have to compete for God's love, then why you got to compete for men? But the reason why I got to compete for men is because there's 2 million more black women than there are black men. So there's only one spot you're vying for. So in order to get to that spot, to get what you want, to get, which is that man that fits everything you want, you have to set yourself apart. So what is it? It's not always looks. If you look at a lot of wealthy people, they don't marry the most beautiful women. They marry the woman that fits the criteria that they're looking for. So at the end of the day, we are competing. It doesn't mean like I got to fight this girl here and there. It just means I got to put myself in position to be selected. And again, if you're not wanting a beta male, then you're not wanting a male that's gonna want you to court him. So that's not something that should even be in your wheelhouse anyway, if that's not what you're looking for.
So you calling my man a beta? Hold on one second. Let me get to this. This super chat. We got a $5 super chat from my God blockchain. Once again, yo, what was that? I heard like a Sprite can open. That was that. All right, got that Red Bull. Yo, slow down with them.
I'm drinking water. Mine's is water. Mine's actually water.
Yeah, y'all gotta chill with that, man.
I know. I
no
only have
you,
one,
my guy.
one a week. I have one a week.
Shouldn't be drinking none a week.
You know what? Because you said it. I'm going back to smart.
I've never seen water in a can.
Water in the can. They got water in the box now too.
It's Icelandic. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? I can't fake the can. You never seen Liquid Death?
Oh,
nah. Let me get the super chat real quick. It says Candace has given the perfect. You basically what.
Let me read it. Let me read it. Candace has given the perfect. You basically, what you said is from a woman for the first time in history.
Boom.
Thank you.
That's from when you said that earlier, because when you was like, yo, what you say? You was like, so
I said what I hear you saying is
yeah.
Right.
In the psychology world, that's called mirroring. It's to show that you understand what the other person is saying, but giving the other person the opportunity to make any correction if necessary.
We do it in sales.
So it's like more like active listening, right?
Oh yeah.
Ish, yeah, it is.
Ish. All right. So I'm sorry about that. So who? Actually, we haven't heard anything from Sapphire.
I know.
What's goody?
I mean, I'm just agreeing with everybody on the panel. I'm agreeing with everybody. Well, I do believe that action should be reciprocated. I do not believe that a man should be courted. Not there. And as far as wanting to be courted, I don't know where that came from when it comes to men. And I think that's where we need to get to first. Why you can't tell me it's a shortage of this or a shortage of that and blah blah blah. Why is it that you want to be courted? Why is it that you feel like I have to put in more percentage of the work for you than vice versa? So that's the answer that I want to know. Like, where did that come from with dude? Like, where did he get that from?
What I got from what he was saying, right, is that he feels as if men are putting in so much work, and you're not getting anything in return. For generations now, women are starting to say things like, for generations, women have showed a sense of gratitude when you hold the door for them, right? When you let them walk on the inside, when you're walking on the street. Now you hit, pull a chair out. Those things that women have always shown like a thank you to a man. You're starting to hear it different now. Women are starting to say, like, not too long ago, I think I said it on the panel.
Wow.
I held a door for a woman, and the woman looked at me crazy. She was like, I don't need you to mansplain. How is that mansplaining? I'm holding the door for you. I'm just trying to be a gentleman. But being a gentleman is no longer, a thing now. So I think it kind of ruined it. So now men are starting to say things like, yo, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm no longer going to give you what men of the past has given you.
I don't know. I do not think that chivalry is a lost art. I do not think that it is dead, and nor do I think that it should be. I definitely think we need to bring that back. But more often than not, to speak on what Professor said a little bit, in terms of what a man would want or what a high value man would seek, a lot of men right now, what are they seeking? What type of woman, more or less, are they seeking? What type of women do you see? What type of women are more or less glamorized right now? So it's like those type of women don't necessarily want a chivalrous man. So what they do is they continuously court these types of women.
Right.
So these types of women, they're wanting you to, for lack of a better word, trick off on them, buy them whatever they want before they get to know you, before they even have a real conversation, get to know the essence of who you are. And then when these men get left by said women and they just go on to the next person or the next guy, or whatever the case may be, these men, they feel some type of way. And that in itself, they don't necessarily heal from that. They just go on to do it to the next person, until they keep getting used over and over and over again. And it's like, well, what am I doing? And then they start to question themselves. And then when they get someone more or less who has great intentions from the beginning, wants to get to know them, they feel like, oh, I got to have my guard up. I got to be a little bit more, maybe I shouldn't give all of this so soon. So it's like, I say personally, in terms of like dating, in terms of whatever his name is, he talked about in the video, in terms of, oh, well, they don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory. Real women who want to be courted, they want to spend time with you. So, and you spending time with them, because their time is what they value. So whether that be 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old, who has some sense, they value their time. So their time is what they value. So spend time with them. Pay attention to what they like. Okay, they like things that are intentional. So let me go set up a class. Let me go take something off of their plate. That is something that's like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. It's not just, oh, let me buy you 100 roses and you do that for each and every single woman. It's not that. It's, oh, okay,
looking for a pick.
He paid attention.
Right. But that also needs to be reciprocated too. That's sort of what I was getting at the beginning. That needs to be reciprocated on our end. Hey, this dude's working all these hours. Let me make sure he's this, that, and that, and the other. But the guy you were talking about, the guy you described, is not a high value man. That's a low value man. GMT showed a video Friday of a low value man who led with his money, and those guys that wouldn't lead with his money, those guys that led with their money get left behind. So that they go with those. You're right. They trick off their money, and then when the girls don't trick, GMT go. When the girl's done with that guy, she moves on to the next one. But and also to your point, if you're dating a woman of substance, most of these women have been to Ruth Chris, they've been to Steak 48, they've been to Papa Do's, they've been to all these high-end restaurants. You know what? They go there with their girls. They can do it themselves. So they don't necessarily care about, like you go to your point. They don't necessarily care about the fact that, hey, he's taking me here and here, or I expect you to take me here and here. They just, like they said, they just enjoy spending the time with that person. You know, multiple women that I've been with, they say, hey, you know, I'm going to the store. Do you need anything? I'm like, no, I'm good. Or hey, can I got you this because I knew you were doing X, Y, and Z, and it's reciprocated. I do the same thing. I said, I know you said, key. And that's how it should be. So right. But I don't date low value women, and so at the end of the day, I never had that issue when it came to the reciprocation piece. But there are women that when you go out on dates, say, I expect a man to do X, Y, and Z. I'm not about that life. We ain't about to be like, I had a girl tell me, oh, I expect you to get my nails done for our date. That ain't happening. I don't know you like that.
But that's what's glamorized. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what they see. So let me just go with the majority. And the majority of women are saying, oh, well, he should be doing this. And they don't have their own personal, like, I have my own standards. I have my own boundaries. I have my own, I don't need to go along with what is being publicized as like the thing to do. No, your partner should be doing those things. Your partner who is intentional about the things that you have going on. Like I said, taking things off of your plate. That's something your partner should do. In terms of dating, You're not my partner. I'm trying to see where we can relate. That's the point of a relationship. How do we get to that point?
So I like to think about the whys with people, and I'm thinking about, oh boy, why is he thinking that? And he don't seem like he believe what he's saying, but he seems confident in it. And listening to some of the comments, what I'm thinking is he's thinking like that because of the lack of reciprocation from the women. And now he's like, listen, I'm going to show you what it feels like, because we're not showing the appreciation for the holding the door open or taking you to some place like Cheesecake Factory, the fact that I actually took you there, because we're not reciprocating that, men are getting tired. And they want us to understand how much value they have. So they are now being the us to show us what it feels like. So I understand why, even though it's still beta energy, I understand why. And this is me thinking the best of the situation, why he's doing that. Wow.
Yeah,
That's good.
I get it. I get it. I mean, I feel like, you know, I'm on 100% agreement with all of y'all. Shouldn't no man be looking to get courted from a woman? But I do understand the frustration, right? I could only imagine being in this dating market right now where I'm being used to go out for a meal, and that's it. And I think a lot of women don't think about how expensive and how inconsiderate that could be. Because if I'm dating you, I meet you today, Candace, let's say, and I take you out, I spend, $150 on a meal and whatever else we choose to go do for the day. You just stop talking to me because you're like, I got what I wanted out of him, a meal. Now I meet another woman a week later. I got to take her out now too, because she expects to be courted as well, dated or whatever. Now I got to take her out, and I just got to spend another $150, $200 on her. She tends to do the same thing that last woman just did. So then now I got to take another woman out, and this is what men are getting tired of. So when it's coming to it, it's like, man, where's the respect? Where's the reciprocity? I'm not getting anything out of it. So what you're starting to see is a shift in men. This is that what they call that the drizzle era or whatever.
Can I be honest? I
Yeah.
really do feel like men have to stop, especially for first dates. You can take let's just say, for example, because I just saw it the other day, you can go on Groupon, a floral arrangement class, $10, $20. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the movies, because movies you can't get to know nobody in the movies. It's dark, it's quiet, you got to pay attention, you got to focus. Don't do that either. But it's light. We can have conversation from across the table. We can do something. You can go to a candle making class, which I'll be having very soon. That's
thank you for saying.
But I'm saying you can do something like that, and it's like, okay, wait a minute, hold up. I have a sipping paint where you bring your own bottle wine, $8 to $20, whatever it is. You can put more thought into it and then continue to do that. I'm not saying continue to build the same bond, but continue to have those deep conversations for a fraction of the cost. Go get some ice cream, you know what I'm saying? Or go, whatever it is. And I'm not saying that you have to spend that money for the first date, because I'm trying to see if I want a second one. I'm trying to see if I want a third one. Is it worth me spending my time? If you're valuing that person's time, then you're going to go to whatever that is. So you're going to go paint, you're going to go do that for a fraction of the cost. And then when we get to the third, the fourth day, it's like, okay, wait a minute, I'm slowing down on the amount of people that I'm dating now, because now it's a little bit more intentional. So I can open my pocket a little bit more. I can spend $150, $200 comfortably. Me personally, my last relationship, when we first started to date, I was aware of his favorite sports team. So what I did was, the person that makes my son's birthday cakes, she also makes decorative cookies. I got him cookies with the basketball team, the football team, a little basketball, all of that stuff. It cost me less than $50 for like just a batch of cookies. And it was intentional. I gave it to him before we went out, and wow, that was very thoughtful. I'm thinking about those conversations. I'm intentional. Okay, you smoke cigars, get him a cigar, wrap it with a bow. It does not have to break your pockets, especially not in the beginning. I don't think that men take that into consideration. Oh, I gotta do this for every single person I'm about to date in the beginning. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna read the super chat first. Chill.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, all right.
Right.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
man.
Ken.
Let's
One of y'all. Yeah.
He didn't put it up. Which one is
He
it?
ain't put it up yet, man. He ain't put it
Oh,
up.
there you go.
There it is.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and read this super chat, the $9.99. $9.99 for my man Mutt and Deja. Did I say it right? I ain't butcher your name.
Deja.
Deja. They look like Deja.
That's because you
Anyway.
in West Minnesota or wherever it is you are, you can't pronounce it.
He's in
I'm
the
gonna do it right
Anglo-Saxon
now.
capital, New Hampshire.
From Mott and Deja, guys got to be better at understanding when a woman likes them. Then you won't
I guess get
want
used
his
for
money.
money.
Then
All
you
right.
won't lose money. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
agree with
yeah.
that. We men have to be better at discerning or
Mhm.
seeing whether a woman likes them, and not have, because I don't want to call nobody no simp, but not have simpish behaviors, not be so thirsty, not in regardless of what the woman presents as, whether or not you just see her and like her, or you're associated with her, so you know her accolades, things like that. Y'all got to be better at knowing when a woman like y'all. I
I think they show
completely
those
agree.
signs in the beginning too. Like they turn their nose up at the fact that, oh, you taking me to a place that costs. If they do that, then you know what they're
all
there
right. So look, there were some things that Ash just said. There was even things that Kendra just said that I totally agree with. Like, fellas, I gotta be honest. Out here in this dating world, it is predatory. It's predatory on both ends. It's predatory. I mean, you got guys like me. I'm a shark. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a shark because I ain't gotta settle. So I'm a nasty dude. And then you got women who are straight hustlers. They are sharks too, and they always they know the guys that's going to take them to the fancy restaurants and all that stuff. You will lick. A dude who is serious and who is intentional. He don't leave with the fancy restaurant. He leave with like a coffee date, something very subtle, where you ain't even really got to shell out no money like that. Because are you really? Is she really? If you take it to like this fancy ass restaurant, y'all really gonna be talking about something really serious, something intentional? No, she could be too busy looking at the highest thing that she could order on your dime. And then she gonna get that shit to go, and then it's a wrap. You ain't gonna get no call back. She gonna go there, and then Tyrone gonna be up in there eating them cheese. Like you gonna be like,
All
yeah,
up
I
in
hope
them
I get
guts.
I'm
Yep,
gonna check
exactly.
tonight, man. I hope I get a second date. No, you might, but it's just to look, fellas. You gonna have to read the room. You know that it is very predatory out there. And like I said, look to my man Black Chain, I am for the fellas. You know what I'm saying? I'm team men. All right. I ain't no Derek Jackson. I am team man. Everything that I tell y'all, y'all can go out there and use this information today. Man, I can teach y'all how to be straight sharks out here. The ladies will be mad. I'll tell you all their secrets. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave the fancy restaurants. Don't.
But
you know what I'm
what
saying?
Jill and Ash are saying, they're right. Take coffee dates. My uncle told me a long time ago.
Or
Take
even
coffee dates.
listen, or
A walk in
even
the park.
like let's fix something, some sandwiches or whatever the case may be, figure that out. And let's go to the beach.
But listen, I'm not in the
Oh.
dating world anymore. So I mean, listen, y'all could probably answer this better than me. But I'm hearing that a lot of women are not accepting coffee dates. I'm hearing that they're not accepting Groupon dates. I actually saw a woman online that mentioned Groupon. She was like, "Yo, he had a Groupon, and he mentioned Groupon at the tape, like where they went to, and the woman got turned off. She said she left the date because she's like a broke man would do something like that.
That's why you and we say women need to pick better, men need to pick better as well.
Exactly.
Because initially she out.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That will tell you everything you need to know.
And have no quorums about leaving her right there, like or about hanging up. All right, good. Is that how you feel about it? Bet. You know what? We ain't even moving forward.
Because when the transactions become, when do I have to have a transaction to get to know you? If I'm gonna spend a bunch of money, I might as well go get somebody on the street. You know what I'm saying? Oh, back page, let's crawler, whatever. But I'm saying if that, because at the end of the day, that's all we want to get anyway. But I'm not gonna, I don't need to spend a bunch of money to get to know who you are. I mean, can you do it? Yeah, but for what? Then you have to figure out why that girl is even with you, why that lady's even with you, and the women who are saying no coffee dates, no this, that, nothing. When they get left behind, they're gonna be the ones calling women that get married pick-me-shas. And they're gonna be ones 35 and 40. Not saying anybody on the panel, 35 and 40 that's single and by themselves, have been keep getting ran through by a bunch of me and chills, and have nothing to show for it.
I think a lot of what they think.
We ain't noticing why chill. What we call them late.
You don't love me. You ain't spending enough. You don't love me. And it's like that. That's not what it's supposed to be anyway. Like, do you even know me? Do you even know that person that you laying with? Or do you know that you went out, you had a good time, and they were a good vibe? Okay, but you could have had a good vibe with, other people. Then what happens when the thick of it comes? Because let's be for real, in real relationship, life is gonna continue to happen. So is that person able to handle you emotionally and mentally, or just was it just the finances? And now you done ran up the finances, so now you in debt because you chose somebody who was greedy. And are they holding you down? Probably not. So you're sad and stuck in something that was transactional because you started that way.
Okay.
Like the
Hey,
song goes,
I
when
think
the money goes, where the
I
women
think
stay.
Sapphire,
Sapphire talk.
Sapphire,
we ain't heard
yeah,
you
she was
talking
about to
to
say
us.
something.
Sing it out loud, Tappy. Come on. Woo, woo, woo,
No,
woo.
I mean,
Stupid.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck on the strip club comment, Matthew.
Who wrote that? Oh, Matthew. Oh, Matthew.
I was like, I didn't
I
say
mean,
that.
I'm
No,
not.
not you, not you.
Exactly.
This one.
I can't stand.
I gotta go.
Ooh.
I'm not in the dating pool right now, but I still do date my wife, and I know what I want, uh, how I want to be courted, and how and like you said, like Candace, Ashley, Professor, and Chill, everybody said, when you talk and you have a conversation and you get to know somebody, then you can actually reciprocate what they're actually giving out. So to know that, I just really want to seal that with me by myself, in my own opinion. I just feel like dating and courting has to be something that you both do and you both have to be invested in. And to a point of, like you said, finding, like everyone said on the panel, finding out, okay, well, this person, okay, I can rock with them. Let's get to know each other. Let's rock with them. But if you got those no coffee day bitches and the no coffee day dudes, then, I mean, your discernment is yours. And if you don't practice your stuff, then you get what you get. Not what you think.
I got a question. This one's for the
Yes, sir.
ladies. This was
Oh,
for the ladies. I sound like Chill there, right? Ladies,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is for
yeah.
my ladies. All right. Do y'all think that y'all could talk to those women? Because what you hear at the end of the day is a lot of women are starting to get online and saying that there's not men are no longer approaching them anymore. And what that fella was saying is the reason why. So you ladies kind of are all on the same page. Like those women are not realistic, they're not living in reality. But the problem that men are saying is that there's a large subset of them, right? It's not like it's something small. It's not like it's just a few women that think that way. So,
So,
do you think it's easy to talk to women and coach them into becoming more reasonable?
so one of my passion projects is called the Wife Project Reloaded, and
What?
teaching
No,
it's
chill.
teaching
My bad.
women it's teaching women um more effective ways to wife, um keeping certain standards and implementing things that our husbands or potential husbands need to thrive and be set up for success to lead. In that, I'll be gifting therapy. Wait, in that, I'll be gifting therapy. Now, I can't therapize someone who does not want it. So there are some of these women that are in pain and only taking certain things and doing certain things out of a place of pain. Those women, I think, are just looking for help. So if they come to me and they accept it, then yes, I will and I can because I have that gift. But then there are some women who are doing this from selfish perspectives because they're vindictive. Some women that are, let's say, pretty enough and have a certain amount, obtained a certain amount so they could get certain men of higher value, not high value. They don't want to listen. I can't teach them. And that's just inhumanity. So yes, I think we can speak to some of them because some of them, just like some of the men, are doing it out of pain. But then there are some that don't want to learn. So that's what I
I
feel.
agree. I agree. You can drop the seeds as much as you want. You can try to plant those seeds, especially when you yourself have gotten to a point of realization or you've gotten to a healed point. I always say it takes a lot of hurt to become healed. Like, if you've never been through a thing, if you've never gone through a certain type of different types of heartbreak or different types of trauma and wanted to heal those things so that you could be better or get to a better point or get to a better position in life in terms of relationships, then you don't want to do the individual help. You don't need to be seeking another individual. That's just me, my personal opinion.
Yes,
but a lot of people are genuinely going outside and going to court these people, and they themselves are unhealed and unhinged, and at any point, at any time, they get upset. They don't know how to regulate their own emotions. So in taking on someone else's emotions, you've now turned it into a toxic situation that didn't need to exist. We didn't need to bridge this gap because I myself didn't deal with those things that I was hurt by, and you didn't do it. You did not do that to me. So I may raise my voice. And then it just becomes a little bit more. And then it's like, okay, well, how do we scale it back? You can't, because now I'm already in it. I'm too deep in it to even realize, like, this is bigger than me. This is beyond. So it's like, for women in itself, they definitely, they've been hurt. They've been all of those things. And men may have been the ones that did that, but the man that you meet 5 minutes from now, he did not do that. Regardless of whatever you think about men, your theories, your thoughts, whatever the case may be, you can meet somebody in 5 minutes that is the total and complete opposite. And whatever you about to talk to him about, whatever you about to push or project on him, he didn't do that. So you have to be willing to heal yourself. So I think it's important for us as women, when we're having conversations with other women, with other men, with people in general, it's like, okay, am I leading with love, or am I leading with like my own hidden agenda or selfish
desires?
Yeah, no. But I do think it's important, but I don't think that you can, lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. Like, I genuinely believe that you can't make any woman who's hurt and who's scorned and who wants to scorn other people, I don't think that you can tell her, oh no, do the heal thing, if they don't want to.
Right. I agree. I agree with Candace and Ashley. I also want to add that it doesn't necessarily have everything to do with the past men that were in some women's lives. It was just set up on, it could be just set up on how they were actually raised and how they weren't raised, and what type of they're just stuck, what type of ways that they're just stuck in, even from people that are around them. So when you're so into your thoughts and what you think and how you feel, you tend to attract those type of people around you, and they don't fuel that. And then you begin to get rooted in those thoughts and those feelings and those emotions and those actions. And you could get a therapist, you could get a shrink. It don't matter if you're not licking your own wounds.
It's the same thing.
And right, you know what I'm saying? If you're not licking your own wounds or praying to your own God or however to get your shit going, then you just really can't go to nobody else about your shit.
Yeah, they'll thrive, and if you're toxic, you're gonna thrive in a toxic environment. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get other people in agreement to how you already living to just further fuel how you acting.
What you?
I do want to step
in. Stay in those thoughts. You stay there. It eats you. And then it's hard to dig out. It's hard to dig yourself out. It's hard for somebody else to talk you out of it.
Get that dog a treat.
Somebody is not happy.
Oh man!
I get that dog a treat.
You know, Pink gonna get you for that one.
It's the door. Somebody's at the door.
Oh, somebody's at the door. Well, girl, you better go look at the peephole. All right, go check it out, because I do want to talk to you, because I heard something that you had said. I got a couple of points to make.
Oh my God!
I do. You said that you're not in a relationship, but you still date your who? Who was that?
I said I'm not in the dating pool, but I still date.
No, she said she still dates her
wife.
Date
your wife. Yes, the wife. You see, all right. So there we go. Now I see where some things come from. All right, I'm gonna leave you alone for right now. I might come back to you another Sunday.
Another Sunday. Yo.
All right.
You was about to eat me up. You about to eat me up, wasn't you?
Hell yeah. Finger looking good, about to take your ass all the way up. But no, look, check this out, y'all.
Get out the camera.
All right, so there was something Ashley literally said that took the words out of my mouth. Like I said, the dating pool right now is predatory. It really is. Men should not be trying to lead with, yo, I could start out, as soon as I meet you, I could start out doing this. That's not, men today don't know the art of seducing women. And seducing women, the art of seduction, is a long, long game. And a lot of men don't even understand their traits. There's like several different. Like I read the book, The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. He's also the same author who did 48 Laws of Power, human traits, stuff like that. He got a lot of books, and I read this book like several times. And I don't just read it just to read it, just to say, hey, I read this book. Look what I know. No, I actually put it in practice. There's a plethora of different. Hey, the other Ashley, what's up, girl? All right. There's so many different forms of seducing women. There's different traits of it. And when you as a man don't know which one you are, you're never going to know your skills. Like the art of seduction is planting seeds. Like I do it every day. I'll go to the grocery store and I'll just make like 10 different women laugh, just giggle out of nowhere. We just spark up a conversation. I ain't asking for their numbers. I ain't asking what their bra size, their draw size, their shoe. I don't give a damn. I don't care. They're attractive. I'm planting that seed. It ain't like I'm not going to run into them again. You know what I'm saying? It's something. When you plant that seed, you just wait. You wait. And you make yourself known. You make your presence known. You ain't got to be overbearing. You ain't gonna be like, "Yo, girl, let's go to this steakhouse right here." You know what I'm saying? Nah, you ain't got to do all that.
Or like that dude. Remember that dude that I talked about on what was that? When he asked the girl, he said straight up, he said, "Have you ever been on the PJ before?"
Yeah.
It was like, yo, hold up, dog, how you leave with that?
That's what I'm saying.
Some dudes, you know.
But see, when dudes do that, that's when the predatory side of the woman. Because let me just be real. Just like us fellas are hustlers, they hustlers too. And they're gonna see a dude who leave with a fancy date or something extravagant. She'll be like, yeah, okay, I got you.
You saw her response though. You saw that particular woman. You saw her response to him. Like, no.
Yeah, I get it. Because and like I'm saying, like I encourage all men, especially that's in this chat on this panel, pick up the book, The Art of Seduction. Pick it up. It will totally change your mind and change your views of how you look at courting, how you look at dating. It will give you a set of skill traits that, oh my God, will make you a beast out here. A beast. And your looks don't even matter about your looks. It don't. It make you a monster. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all,
I'm putting that on my list right after I finish reading She Comes First.
To that point, a lot of, and I will agree with that, a lot of men, even for foreplay, they feel like foreplay starts in the bedroom. Like it starts with the conversation, how she woke up,
y'all.
It started in the top of the day, not when you get in there. Yeah, but they don't know that. They don't realize that.
And one thing I will say, because I know y'all was asking the question, where is this sort of coming from? And so Kevin Samuels was a gift and a curse. So he was good because he taught men what you need to do to get the type of women you want. But what he also did was teach men who can't get those type of women that they're high value men because they make a bunch of money or they do X, Y, and Z. So not every man's a high value man. That was the
hold on. Let me speak on that real quick, Professor.
Go ahead.
Because that wasn't what he was really doing, right?
Right.
What he really did, if people really listened to him, because I get where you're going. People took it like that. But what he was really doing was trying to say, hey, listen, look, that's only a part of being a high value man is your money.
Yep.
But the fact that now these men have it, they find it easy to make 6 figures. I make 6 figures, so I'm considered a high value man. No, you're not. Character has a lot to do with that, right? Everything that he'll always say, that what you bring to the group, being useful to the group, how you are with your women around you. All of those things are parts of what matters about being quote unquote high value. Unfortunately, a lot of men didn't look at it that way.
Yeah, a lot of people in the red pill space, and people say don't date single moms. Now out here dating single moms. I'm just saying, you got all kinds of stuff out here like that. So you got a lot of guys out here just spewing bad information, and they're not even walking what they're talking.
It's
what you gonna ask?
It's really your question, just in reverse to y'all. Do y'all think that y'all can speak to men or men that want to be men and talk to the king inside of them? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them, they don't lead with their personality because they feel like their personality is in their pocket. They don't have that coming to the table. So they feel like they have to lead with that because they never figured out who they were. And so in them, having their own hurt and having their own things from childhood or whatever the case may be, they may not have gotten, attention from women when they was growing up. They may not have had those looks or whatever it is that they have now. I was speaking to a man the other day, and it was just a regular platonic conversation. And what he said was there's a lot of men now in their 30s and in their 40s who have developed a look, developed the outside, the image. And so they go out and they lead with their image. So they want it to look like they get women. They want it to appear that they're a beast and they can talk to whoever and kick it to whoever. And then they have nothing else of substance to bring. Nothing. They don't have that personality. They can't make them laugh.
Ooh, very astute. A very astute assessment. Right. And I 100% agree with you. And yes, I know a bunch of our fellas that's on this panel. I know me personally. I host a thing that's called boot camp class. Come to I'm So Chill boot camp class. They we have them every month. All right, we take signups because what the boot camp class does. A lot of guys, like you just said, a lot of men today want to look the part, even women. But I'm talking to the fellas today. A lot of people, let's just say people in general. So, because I don't want to just put it on just one group, but people in general today want to look the part, but they don't want to be the part, because to be the part is a lot of freaking work. I wanted to say effing, but I didn't want to mess things up. So I'm gonna say freaking. All right. It's a lot of freaking work, because basically you have to break every single bone. And this is just a philosophy. You have to break every single bone and re-heal it, because you have to do away with everything you ever learned. Everything you grew up learning, whether you learned it from your mother, or if you had like some really square ass dudes in your life, you got to throw that mess away and you got to break yourself and rebuild yourself. You have to build a personality, something that's attractive and appeasing, something that's seductive to women. A lot of guys don't just have that game. They don't. So they lead with things that they think. Oh, go ahead.
No, real quick. I wanted to address Mont with the $9.99 super chat. Shout outs to you.
Is
my God. So Mont, he said, how do I get on stage, brother? I sent it to you. Check your IG. I sent it to you in your DMs. So
good thing Phil's married, because I mean, good thing GMT's married, because the way he reading these chats, he couldn't be out in these streets trying to holler.
Oh man!
Whoa! God damn!
Yo, y'all throwing me off, man. Y'all throwing me off today. Y'all stupid.
Gotta reset.
So yeah, so I sent it to you. Huh?
Wait, I gotta reset. But I have to.
Oh, you resetting? Okay. I'll see you in a second. All right. So Chill, you was saying that.
Oh, so basically I was saying that, a lot of fellas, they have to learn how to be the part. You know what I'm saying? It's one way to look the part. Looking the part is just, let's just be honest, it's surface level. But being the part, that's the hard work, and so I spend a lot of time talking to the young fellas. I really don't waste time on talking to the older gentlemen, just like I don't waste time talking to the older women. I just don't. You can't teach old dogs new tricks. You really can't. And you can't teach older women new tricks. They're gonna do what works for them. So I spend a lot of my time talking to the younger men. Like I want to say in their teens all the way up to, I'm gonna say 30. After that, I don't know. It ain't too many guys that's gonna really change up what they already know to get them a different, different outlook or outcome. They're just gonna keep doing what they think is gonna work. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go get tatted up with a whole bunch of tattoos. Okay, you think that ain't gonna work, my guy? It's gonna only attract the sharks, because women see guys like that and they be like, yeah, when I see a guy that has a lot of tattoos, I know I can easily emotionally dominate him. Why you think the women go for all those basketball players, football players, rappers? Because they can control them and get what they want out of them. These dudes don't have no backbone. I rest my case. I'll drop my mic right there.
In reverse, so what you're saying, in reverse, the guys with tattoos all over their bodies, what are they dealing with? Because I know you say like the women with tattoos deal with trauma, right? What's your thoughts on men that got tattoos all over their body? How they enter the day?
All right, so men with a bunch of tattoos on their body, they're doing it because they want to appeal to women. They see, like, think about it. When you grew up, we grew up in me and you, we were around the same age, so we grew up in the era where the dudes was wearing the Tims with the baggy jeans over it, the Avirex jackets, the tats and everything they had on their neck, arms, back, and you see them, you see the image on the television. Television is what short for tell-a-vision. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically feeding us this information, like, yo, that's what the ladies want. Yo, I'm
Shit, I
about to
thought you
get
dropped
better.
the mic.
Huh?
I thought you dropped the mic.
He
I
did. He
did.
picked it back
Yo,
up so he could
Candace,
drop it again.
you left your microwave open.
Yeah. Hurry up for your electric bill be high.
Go back. He said to pull the ramen noodles out.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
look, we
The oven
as
open
men,
now.
I told on myself.
yeah, you did.
The rest of that ribeye was getting ate up.
So what us guys tend to do, especially when we was growing up, when we was younger, we always tried to do or adapt the image that the women like. Especially in when we were in high school, middle school, we see all the older dudes who was on the football team and everything. They getting all the chicks, and we like, damn man, she in the same grade as me. Why she like him? He too old. And then when we get to the 12th grade, we see him with the older guys who ain't even in school no more. They all tatted up and got the gold chains and stuff. And so it's like a carbon copy, and you still see the guys doing it today. These guys are males, they're not men. And you see it. Even the older guys, they all tatted up. The women already know. They know the difference between a man versus a male. They do.
Mm-hmm.
And when they see a dude fully tatted up, they already know who he is before they even talk to him. These guys are licks for
Well,
them.
why do we think a lot of these women find those guys so attractive? Because even older women are finding those guys attractive.
They get that bad
Now
boy
here's the
experience.
thing. It's not so much. All right, so here's another thing. So I want the ladies to help me out on this one. When women are dating a guy who has not, let's just say she's dating a simp, a regular schmegular dude, a dude who just ain't making that thing tingle. You know what I'm saying? But she with him. All right. Now she's bored. And when them dudes with all the tattoos and all, you know what I'm saying, the bad boys or whatever, they're exciting. They're doing stuff.
Right.
I'm not saying that they're actually men. They still on the you know what I'm saying, simpish side. But they're doing stuff. They're constantly on the go doing something, and that's exciting to women. Women look at them dudes as exciting when they got a dude that's boring at home. They can have a husband that they find is extremely boring. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Talk to me, Ashley. Talk to me. Come on.
Yes, and for depends on the type of woman. Let me start there.
Right.
Because like I said, in terms of you having been through certain things in your teenage years when you're just starting to date, or your early 20s, or however, whatever the case may be, you may have already sought out the bad boy. You may have already sought out the tatted up, the older dudes, the this and that, whatever the case may be. And they already did what they wanted to do. But you have the males, or the ones that present themselves as men, image, whatever the case may be, the person that I'm meeting, okay, let me find out what's underneath the surface. But then you have men or oversized males on the defense already, or however, whomever you meet. No matter what, I have a past prior to me meeting you. So if I'm not projecting, if I am being honest, if I am being intentional, all of those different things, and I come out to say, or I listen to a man tell me, yeah, I wasn't him in high school, or I never got this type of attention. So then it's like, okay, let me back up. Let me pay attention to the fact that you getting the attention now. So now it's, I want the attention from you. I want the attention from her, and her. And let me see if all of these different things can suit all of the different needs that I have. And then it's like, okay, well, wait a minute. Then you'd be like, okay, well, what about me? Nobody wants me for me. And that's what you hear. You start to hear that. You really start to believe that. A lot of men believe that. Oh, I'm not valuable because they wanted. I'm tatted up now. I look good now. So then it's like, okay, well, where did you place your own value? Because it's like you're trying to live in the past. You're trying to live out the fact that I'm getting what I wanted when I was younger. Now that I'm older.
So we got my guy, Mont.
Hey,
Mont
so
is
you
on the pedal. Hold up. I got to give my guy the proper respect. Shout out to you. My guy right there. So what's popping, man? What's your thoughts on the topic?
Oh, say that one more time. Now you broke up a little bit. Or maybe...
What's your thoughts on the topic? What do you have to say about the topic?
I've been trying to hop on for pause for the last couple minutes. So where we at now?
We're talking about baby oil.
So,
no, we're talking about them guys.
Talking about dudes with tattoos, and what does that mean in the dating market?
Oh, men having tattoos?
Yeah,
a bunch of tattoos. Yeah.
Well, also, I mean, we got to understand that it's different demographics of people, different types of women who like different things on a man. I think for the most part, it's not a big deal for most women, and it just depends on placement. I understand that I have a neck tattoo, right? So that's going to disqualify me from particular women, but a lot of women still like that. So the women that I'm into, well, I would probably also be into some women who actually don't like the neck tattoo also, because I like, those type of women. But for the most part, it wouldn't cause me any issues. And it's different for men and women. But for the most part, I think a lot of women like a tatted up man to some degree.
Hey, do you have a Charger, Mark?
Yeah.
Like a Dodge Charger?
Yeah, Charger or Challenger?
Oh, no.
Charger, Challenger, Camaro.
Yo, you stupid.
I got.
Why he look like a Charger guy because of the neck.
He got the neck tattoo.
Neck tattoo.
You got that when he. If I'm correct, you got that when he was much younger, right?
I got this. I was about 24.
24. How old are you now?
Yeah, he was young. Yeah.
31.
Okay, did you have a Charger, Challenger, Camaro then?
No, I didn't.
RT, Scat Pack, SS, Impala.
I wanted one. I couldn't afford one. I wanted one.
Thank you. Okay, good.
Yeah.
But
to another point of what he just said, even when you let's say you've gone through some stuff, like I said before, but now I'm presenting to you the healed version of the hurt person. So now I have a story to tell, or now all of these different things came as a part of the package. So I've gone through a lot, which my tattoos may tell you, or which, these are more or less my scars. Like I'm bearing those things. So it's like, okay, do you have a story behind it? Or is it just, I'm going to just keep getting them because they look good, or because she thinks they look good? Or it's like, I got them. I was in pain. I was, dealing with a lot. And this is what I did. This was my outlet. So I told my story on my body. And either you want to read it, either you want to understand it, either you want to know more about me, the reason behind each and every single one. You want to study my tattoos. You want to, more or less, you want to nurse my wounds. You want to lick my wounds. You want to understand why.
Come on now.
I got all of this, all my past, everything that I came with. You want to help me unpack those bags. I said it the other day to somebody. I was like, somebody goes on vacation, right? Like you have a suitcase, you got a suitcase full of stuff. You come back home, you leave a suitcase in the closet, you don't unpack it. You go on another trip. I can't find this, I can't find that. I didn't unpack that bag from that last trip. I bought another bag. I bought some more stuff. And a lot of people go into relationships and in dating like that. I never unpacked all that stuff. All I did was get new bags. All I did was get new clothes, new things. But I have scars. I have wounds, all of that stuff, but I never took them out. I never dealt with that. I never put those things away.
Do me a favor, JNT. Highlight Blockchain's previous comment. Highlight that. I want to.
Let me get this super chat.
I was fixing my hair before.
We got a $10 super chat from my guy Blockchain. Blockchain says, "Oh snap!" He said they don't let a real one on the panel. Ladies, he said, "Look at the ladies sitting up straight, fixing their hair." Mr. Ackright is in the building.
That was funny.
That was funny.
Oh man! So, what's up, Chad? Which comment you talking about? Oh, salute to Cool Running, my man from across the pond. He is watching us. What is good? All right.
Good. Salute to the wifey.
Yeah.
My wife is in the building.
Yeah.
What's up, wifey?
I didn't see her coming in.
Wife?
Sir.
What up,
she's talking about. She said no, thank you to excessive tats. Yeah, I don't thank you to you. You ain't looking for nobody with excessive tats. So anyway,
he said,
she says, "Hey Ashley, what up? What up? What up?" Hey. Which one you talking about? Which one you talking about? With
the one about he said he's heavily tatted. You know what I'm saying? Heavily tatted.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Go ahead, read that one out. Because I do like Black
Listen.
Chain. That's the ace. That's the ace Boom Coon. And I never want any of my fellas that support the channel or that's a part of the fam to feel like I'm specifically talking about them. There are different shoes for different folks. And what I do say, when people respond to what I'm saying, usually hit dogs holler. Not saying you a hit dog, but usually hit dogs holler. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are some traits that guys who do get heavily tatted up that I tell women and I tell other guys to be careful of. Heavily tatted. Watch anime, play a bunch of video games. You know what I'm saying? These are things that correlate with dudes who are heavily tatted. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm talking about you specifically, but there's a vast number of people out here. So you got to think about the population in whole. You know what I'm saying? Not just yourself. And when I see a person, be it a guy or a chick, that be like, yo, well, that don't apply to me. You know, then I'll be like, uh-oh.
You're gonna make Blockchain come on the panel.
I know, man. Blockchain, don't do me like that, dog.
He's about to come on the panel.
He's on the
trying to tell you something.
Yo, hit dogs holler is wild.
Let me ask you a question about the tats then, because you know I think we're on the same. Do you give any grace to people who served in the military?
I
know a lot of military people got tats.
Yeah. I definitely
in regards to tattoos.
Yeah,
Correct.
I definitely do, because a lot of tattoos that come out of the military, it's a symbol of brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get it just because you was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it because nah, it's because your troops, the people that you're in linked up with, your brothers. That's usually what it's about. But and also, let's just be honest. Like I got one tat. And everybody, I'm about to tell y'all what my tat is. I tatted my ex-wife name.
Whoa. I'm about to say, don't tell. I want to hear if it's on your ass. If it's on your thighs.
No. Look, I got my ex-wife name tatted on me at the age of 18. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I did it, I was like, yo, I'm about to show you my love, girl. I'm about to prove that I love you. And I went and did that mess. And oh my goodness, it was the dumbest mistake. Now I got to go out here and find Keisha's just so I can be like, hey, I put this on here for you.
Or just get it removed, because there's that technology.
It is, but I felt like that ruins your skin, so I just left it on there. I ain't even take it off.
It doesn't. I've had 4
You wouldn't even want to cover it?
Huh?
You wouldn't want to cover it?
He want to find somebody named Keisha that he never gonna really see.
Kiki.
I don't know so many Kikis. It don't even matter.
So, Mark, what's your thoughts on what he got to say?
I would say that there's something there to what my brother's talking about, right? There's something there.
Please don't come up here agreeing with him and putting wind under his fucking under his freaking sails.
We got all the men on the bottom for a reason.
I'm not opposed to stereotypes at all. I think stereotyping people works wonders for people in dating, right? To kind of just, even though you might be wrong sometimes, but for the most part, it works wonders, right? But we have to kind of be honest about what women actually really do like. Like women, a lot of women have a fantasy, right? You know how women want the perfect guy? Women want the perfect guy, and to them, that is a man who has been through a lot, right? They want, they want the thug that's educated, that's a gentleman, that's this, that, and the third. Like that is the fantasy for, I would argue, the majority of women, right? So when you see a neck tattoo or something like that, if it's attached to an articulate man, I think it's a completely different thing than if it's just attached to an ignorant person, right? When you see these tattoos and these scars on somebody who's extremely intelligent or can articulate themselves, it just gives an entirely different feel than, unless it's a face tattoo, that's a little bit different. But outside of that, like I think women, they're drawn to that.
Hey, and I want to agree with him. He's absolutely right. There's a certain type of man. When he said women want that perfect guy, they want a Tupac, and they want a Jeff Bezos wrapped in one. You know what I'm saying? They want a businessman who can go out there and make that money, and then they want to, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to feel like they was somebody that they're protected. And tattoos usually, before they even open their mouths and say anything, they be like, yo, that brother look like he'll mop somebody up if they came and said something wrong to me. And that's the look. It's the aesthetics of it. You know what I'm saying? It's attractive. But then once, you know what I'm saying, you spend some time with the guy, and I'm not saying all of them, women have a way of finding out what type of dude you are. And they do it in vast numbers of ways, man. Like, I got to be honest. Like my homegirl that's in the chat, Ashley, I got to see when I went to North Carolina and kicked it with them. I got to see how she worked, how she moved. Ashley she's very stealthy at finding out what type of guy you are, and she does it. She does it. She's very cool. She is. That's not,
impressed.
huh?
I think you're impressed.
It's not so much an impression. It's just I got to see it. I've never been in public with any body that's on this panel except for GMT, and everybody that I went to North Carolina with. But all women do it. It's a trait. It's like a skill set that you have. Every woman always test. Like, you never stop testing the man that you're with. You want to make sure that guy checks the boxes that you already have preconceived for him, and you're going to constantly test them. It never stops. Never.
Do you mean advertently or inadvertently? Like we're going to purposefully test them, or we're going to do that in passing? Yeah, I don't agree with that. I'm going to say that that's towards a lot of women who you may have been around, as opposed to women. Period.
In
women
general,
don't test men.
No. What I'm saying is not all women test men.
What?
Because let me make a perfect example.
What's the BS?
Perfect example. There is a difference between testing a man and holding a man accountable. If I am testing, hold on, let me speak. If I am testing a man, I am basically seeing if he's going to pass. No, all I need to do is wait where I am, and when he passes I can't think of the word. When he passes whatever he needs to pass to allow me to open up another part of myself, then he does it, whether it takes a week or it takes a year. A woman who does the opposite of that, who tests a man, that's like me testing God. And if I am servant to God and I'm treating my man in the way that I am treating my God, the same way I won't test him, I'm not going to test a man. If I have to test him to see if he's going to do it, that means I am doubting, which means I am doubting the union that we have. So not all women test their man.
So what I hear you say is, if a man has a past, has to do something to get you to open up, right? He has to pass some sort of situation to get you to open up.
No, I'm saying that I have certain things that I have determined will only be allowed in situations where I feel safe enough. And there are things that occur that make me feel safe. So when that point in time comes, it can be 5 things. It can be one particular thing that he made me feel extremely secure in. That's when those things are going to happen, which means I am going to trust soberly.
Okay. So would you say he has to check a box or maybe fill in a circle?
No, he just can't. He just cannot do a certain thing that's on my elimination list. He can't pass any. He can't forego any of my non-negotiables. And there is a feeling, there is a time, there is something, because I'm connected to God, that God will tell me this is the point to where you can now shepherd what I've given you in you correctly.
So if he doesn't do what you asked him to do, he could be eliminated.
That's not what I said.
Or he keep going. He says elimination. You said elimination.
I did not say he's not doing what I did not say that. I specifically said that I am not testing him. I'm not setting something up. You got to do this. You got to do that. I specifically said that.
Right, but
let me try to.
If you're looking for confirmation bias, like I say, it's not going to happen here.
Let me try to denounce, I believe, what is the confusing part. So there are women who will intentionally go and test a man and see if he is trying to pass. There are also women who have gone through certain things or gone through certain scenarios and situations to know that they would be uncomfortable, in those particular situations. So I can speak to different examples. So one of my exes, we were out in public in a situation, and an ex of his was there at that time. And, he let me know he was honest about that particular situation, and she came in, but she was disrespectful. So she's slow grinding and trying to get his attention and do things of that nature to, I can see that he's with another woman. So in that space, in that scenario, in that particular situation, it would only take a swift act of, let me just reassure you. Let me make sure that you feel just as protected as you're supposed to be. I know what I have. I know who I have. I know who I'm with. So let me put my arm around you. Let me make sure my attention is fixated. I don't have to do too much. I don't have to tell her to stop being disrespectful. She's going to do what grown people do that are bitter and jaded and all of those things. But in terms of you feeling protected, I'm going to reassure you that you are. That is a situation that he didn't plan. I didn't plan. So I didn't go out and try to test him. But that is a situation that will put you to the test and see, like, what are you about to do here? Because if you do nothing, if you sit there and you do absolutely nothing, that is on you and how you respond and how you react and how you show up to protect that woman. So that is a test. Naturally, going forward in certain situations, there's another situation. We're out in public. We have a disagreement that we're in public. You're not bringing that to the public because now you've put on Front Street. We having an issue. We having a not planned. We didn't plan an argument, but it's like, okay, we got to wait till we get back to a certain point. Would you like to step away and have a conversation? You start to yell. You start to get heightened. That is a situation that puts you to a test that only you can pass. You can pass or you can fail. So I didn't plan for those things to happen, but those things came up. So naturally, I think a lot of situations will put you, whether that be men or women, because let me specify that, because how a woman responds and reacts to certain situations also will put her to the test. Is she able to keep it cute, or is she about to blow up and be all of these different things? That puts her personality, her character, those things are naturally going to be tested. I think that's where the confusion lies. So it's
it is, and
I'm not telling you, oh yeah, you failed because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. No. I let you do exactly what you wanted to do. I allowed you the space and the room to do exactly what you wanted to do in that particular situation that was not planned. It was just presented.
And now we can make an informed decision.
Correct.
Right. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. We still
wait. Before you start talking, what we not gonna do is already come in here dismissive, talk about yeah. All right.
Y'all just
now continue.
Okay. What the man? What your boy?
After you, I want to hear my man Mott.
All right. Yeah. That's definitely. So I think there's still a bit of a confusion because when I'm saying tested, it ain't like she's gonna come up to him. Like, look, women have unspoken rules. And along with these unspoken rules, they have unspoken tests that they put their men through, whether you know it or not. Let's just say you stepping out in public. She'll purposely walk out on the outside versus inside. Exactly. She wants to see if he's gonna. She wants to see if he's gonna protect her by moving her to the inside. She ain't gonna say. She's just gonna keep walking like that. She also gonna pay attention to how far is he gonna walk all the way behind me, or is he gonna walk all the way in front of me? These are things that they intrinsically do. It's biology. They do it all the time. And not only that, hold on now. They also, because here's the thing, women know that. Look, whether you're going for a job or whatever, everybody, men and women, we always lead with our best foot. You know what I'm saying? There are some guys. Look, I used to be one of them. I used to think that I had it. True story. I used to be married for a very long time. After I got divorced, I was like, God damn, what the fuck, man? Why would she leave me? I thought I was that dude. I really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? When I first met her, I led with my best foot. But then the true me came out within what? A year, 6 months. Oh man, I failed all them tests, man. I was a simp. Straight like that. Man, she would be walking on the outside of the street. I'd be like, shit, you out there? There was just certain things that I
hit you first.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There was just a lot of things that I didn't know. But like I said, you have to learn and learning these things. And then I'm gonna be honest, the women who don't really test their dudes, Candace, I'm not talking about you, but I'm saying a lot of times the women who don't test the dudes, them are the women who looking for the last train leaving because they ain't got no options. So they can't risk testing their guys.
I don't even know what you're saying, bro.
I think everybody understands the basic principle. We're just using different names to kind of talk about them, but every woman does pay attention to a man, right? He's calling it testing, but really it's paying attention. Whatever word you want to use. When you're out, she will pay attention to certain things, but she typically, when we say test, we think of like an immature girl who's kind of like, let me throw out this scenario and see how he responds, right? Let me create a scenario and see how he responds. But a woman will pay attention to you, and she will notice the things that you do. She'll notice the things that you don't do and things like that. And vice versa. Men will do the same thing to kind of, see if you're the person that they're actually, who they thought you were. So I think that kind of I think that kind of adds some clarity to the situation. But I think we all saying the same thing.
I can guarantee you, Chill is not saying the same thing.
He's
Probably
not,
not.
He's not.
but I agree
He's
to that
saying
point.
the immature women. That's who he's clumping all women together. And
Yes.
No, but I'm
And-
saying if you have foundations and morals that you believe in a man should have, then that's one thing. But if you're saying like she was saying, I'm gonna walk on the outside of the street,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna see if he takes me to this restaurant, or I'm gonna see if he does, or he has a pass, he has to do something so he doesn't get himself eliminated. That's a test. At the end of the day, put it through a Scantron, put it online. No matter how you do it, it's a test.
It's not.
But if a
I
woman,
think most
if
women don't do
let's
that.
just say,
Yeah.
for prime example, let's say I'm a woman with intention, and I want to see, I'm dating a man with intentions, right? And for whatever reason, that man didn't know not to walk on the outside. Let's just say that was the example. We're walking down the street or whatever the case may be. He didn't know. And he asked the question, why? Why would I? And then you explain, going forward, a man with intention. If I'm paying attention as that man, I am no longer going to walk on the inside. I'm going to walk on the outside if I didn't know, because I'm in a space to be taught by that woman on how she has her standards, or however whatever the case may be. So I agree to a particular point, and men, like Mont said, they do it as well. Let me see, in this scenario, in this situation, I bring you home. If I'm a man that values my mother's opinion, I'm going to see if I can bring you around her, how you would act, men do things as well to pay attention to that woman.
Yeah, we're not saying we don't.
Yeah, we never said we didn't.
And I got you. But I'm saying, like, a lot of it is like, let's group it into how immature men react, or how immature women react to, oh, you didn't do this right. If I'm mature enough, I can correct you without making you feel condemned behind my correction. I can correct you with love. I can correct you and say, hey, I didn't like this, or this is something that I noticed, or this is something that I paid attention to. You, as that person, man or woman, you're gonna fix it.
Yeah, I think
she gonna correct you, Chill.
I think creating a test is super corny. Like when girls, like, they be like, "Oh, I didn't eat today," or like, "My rent is due." Like those corny, like, tests to see how you respond. Like, I think those are super corny. Or a guy like throwing out, creating a test, like, that's corny. Like, evaluate people as things happen. I think is the sophisticated, mature thing that people should do.
But Ash, I'm gonna say this though. I do bring women to my mom. My mom is my vetting process.
That's good.
I truly believe in the vetting process.
That's
Not
good.
only has my
How
mom,
many women you brought to your mom, dog?
Hey,
that's
man,
a good question.
Like that. Hey,
Yeah,
it is Thanksgiving. I brought the ones that I've taken seriously, that I've dated with intention, have met my mother. And I value her opinion, not only because she's my mother, but also she's done it with others. So I grew up around a lot of athletes. A lot of athletes' wives would talk to my mom and have conversations with my mother. So she's counseled probably 30 or 40 girlfriends or quote unquote fiancés of NBA players. So
I'm about to say, hold up, your mom talked to 30 or 40 of your girlfriends? Like, what?
Nah, I don't bring them around like that. She'll meet the mattress food, as BCB would say. No, the mattress food stays with the mattress food. The women that I'm dating with intention, and that I feel that these are the women that I want to potentially can go down the aisle with, or the Just of the Peace or Vegas with. They're the ones that meet my mother. And she gives me her seal of approval. She'll never really say I don't really like her, but she'll say there's something, you need to be careful of. She'll give me some wise wisdom that lets me know where I need to go with that. I mean, the last girl I dated, she loved her. They still talk to this day. I don't know why, but they still do.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I loved her too, man. And you broke up with her.
Whatever, it's been 6 months, whatever.
Get back.
Can I correct you?
Okay.
Correct too.
Sorry. I want to correct you, because you
what?
were you were arguing that you absolutely do. You were arguing. You were arguing that testing, or all of you, well, men, kind of, some of them, were arguing that testing is the same thing as like allowing things to happen and then making a decision based on that. I'm going to read this. Testing a man in a relationship and making choices about continuing or stopping the relationship are two different approaches to understanding compatibility and assessing the future of the relationship. Here's how they differ. Testing a man in a relationship. Definition. Testing refers to intentionally creating scenarios or challenges to observe how a man reacts, behaves, or meets certain expectations. Motivation often done to gauge his character, commitment, and suitability for the relationship. Characteristics involves setting up situations that may not naturally occur, may include subtle tests like seeing how he handles your boundaries, reacts to stress, or responds to your needs. Risks being perceived as manipulative or disingenuous if not handled transparently. Example, pretending to need help.
I'm just saying, how long we go through this?
I mean, do you have a hard time listening and paying attention? Is that the reason?
No, it's not, because I know where you're going. You already made your point.
No, I have not. I will continue, so you have nothing to argue. Excuse me.
I can't wait to talk to your guy.
She must be a TA.
And guess what? Because I am the protective beast that I am and watching his six, you will never.
I will.
Candace, you don't be watching nobody's six. You can't even touch your microwave door at your six.
Shut your face, because I had to tiptoe. Shut up. Okay, let me just go to the key differences.
All right, go ahead.
So in aspect, the purpose, testing a man to evaluate his reactions or traits artificially, making the choice to assess compatibility, to assess compatibility naturally and thoughtfully. Approach, testing a man, manipulative or indirect scenarios, making a choice, transparent and based on real life situations. Outcome, testing a man, immediate behavioral insights, making a choice, long-term decision making about the relationship. Ethical considerations, testing a man may damage the trust if, may damage the trust if discovered, and for making choices, it builds trust through open communication. That's the difference between a woman and a girl.
Yo, house rules. Never let chill talk to your mate. Hey.
Yes.
That's house rule number 304.
Yeah, but Wall Street, what up, man?
Uncle Clifford's rule.
Sapphire, what's your thoughts on?
Go ahead,
I was catching up. I was enjoying the conversation because I don't know what the other, what led into this topic. So I'm just listening on this one.
I took notes. I'll send them to you. I took notes. Let me see.
Do you just trying to get her phone number?
So what's the name of that book? What's the name of that book, or did you Google it? Where'd that come from? I'm just curious.
Excuse me?
From her. That's a class
the information that you provided. It was obviously read.
Where does your information come from when you look it up?
Well, I don't look up information. I have a mentor.
Exactly. That's my point exactly. Okay, let's keep going.
Hold on. So my information isn't coming from a book or a phone or anything. I just speak about it because I have a mentor.
But where do you get that from? We're not gonna overtalk this, talking about your information comes from nowhere else but you.
Mr. Jason Black, the business. That's where I get all my information from. That's who broke me down and built me up. I was asking you, what book was that? Or where'd you get that information from? I'm just asking.
Why are you asking? Because I refuse to engage in conversation that's just for your enjoyment and not for everybody's edification. So why are you asking?
That was my shit test. That was my shit test right there. I basically shit tested her to see if she was going to be.
You ain't shit test nobody. Because if you want to know, I will. If you sincerely want to know, or if anybody else wants to know, then I will give them. Matter of fact, I was answering your question in the question that I asked, but because you get your information from nowhere, there's no need to continue this conversation.
I get my information from Fox News. Can I get the book?
I also get my information from personal experience. I get a lot of my information from women. I date a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not looking to actually settle down or whatever. After my divorce was basically a time for me to learn. You know what I'm saying? And I encourage all guys, from the plethora of women that you're involved with, it shouldn't be just a one-off or well, that didn't make it or last. All of them should be a teacher to you. You know what I'm saying?
And so you get your information from the women you date, the women that are only attracted to men like you.
You're
So all of
trying
your
to,
information is subjective.
information is coming from, all right, so like I said, like my mentor, I get the information and I apply the information to real life situations, and then it's data. Every experience that you have with the woman is data that you have to remember, because I'm gonna be honest, all women are inherently the same. Biology doesn't change. Hypergamy doesn't change. There's not a single woman on this earth that doesn't have these traits. And as a man, you have to know how to either one, shut it off, or two, avoid it. And when you don't know how to do that, you're going to run into these same situations. It's just what it is. I don't been with way too many women to think otherwise. I mean, this is yeah. No matter what state, I'm all over. In different area
code.
Jesus Christ.
In different area codes.
area
codes. I got 3 or 4.
Chill. Y'all gonna get me freaking demonetized singing that.
Oh wait,
shit.
Anyway, right.
Nah, I'm only playing. Y'all can sing. Let's have a kumbaya moment. Freaking Candace and chill.
Right.
Oh, tripping.
I know.
Man, your mom. So this is Ma and Ash's first time on the show. And
appreciate y'all.
We give you at least 3 shows.
Sorry if we were too rough.
No.
Go. You should go over to the panel that Mont is on Thursdays. This is nothing.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Okay, that's why he's so calm.
I'm about to come check y'all out.
Blockchain is on that panel every Thursday, so y'all already know.
Oh yeah, and I know what it is.
Yeah.
Y'all already know what happens over there. So with that being said, I'm gonna take some closing thoughts. So Candace, let's start with you.
Yeah, chill got me off my rocker now. But
I see you sitting there like
that's when you fail the test.
I'm gonna let somebody else go. No, because I'm waiting.
Oh, you about to what's up, Ash? We gonna go to Ash.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna speak to the point of a lot of, like I said in the beginning, a lot of things are specific to who you are and to what it is that you're wanting and those types of things. But a lot of things can be projected. And it can come off as everybody feels this way or everybody feels this way, as opposed to just understanding that person as a whole and why they feel that way, why they don't, what makes them tick, what suits them. And that'll tell you a lot about who you're dealing with. It's not specific. You can't make it specific and then make it generalized at the same time. You just can't do it. They don't work. It doesn't work that way. So in terms of, women do this thing. Not all women do this thing. Men do this. Not all men do this. So it's like I said, everybody has a story to tell. So prior to me meeting you, I've had these conversations. So this one conversation I'm having right now is different than the rest that I've had because it's different opinions, it's different values, it's different things that go into when you're meeting a person, dating a person with intention. Discern who you're dating, discern who you're talking to, discern who they're talking to, where they get their information from. It is valuable. It is important to know, like, what type of conversations do you have? Can you have the same conversation with me? Can you hold a conversation with somebody else on the street? Or is it just like, nah, that don't work for me. So I just feel like everybody should just take heed to the fact that not everybody's the same. Mm-hmm. That's just,
okay. That's real, Professor. Oh my God.
Yes, I just want to thank Candace, my teacher assistant, for going over the things we talked, going over our stuff in class. So I appreciate that. GMT, make sure you drop the link for Ashley's candles because I want to know if she can make a snow bunny scented candle for Christmas called Bunny Tracks. I need about 7 or 8 of them. Can you make them?
You want me to call it Snow Bunny? What would you like?
No. It's called Bunny Tracks. It needs to be a pink candle.
Bunny pink.
Yeah.
Okay.
It needs to be a pink candle. Yeah. We can go
like
over
a pink label. I'm not coloring. I'm not coloring the wax. So the label,
same scent as
it can be whatever you want. It can be whatever you want.
He wants it to smell like a wet rug.
I didn't say I wanted a snow bunny with 2 kids. I just said a snow bunny scented candle. I'm not,
We
I don't
gonna
want
have to sidebar what that would smell like.
look, no fugazi. I just
Okay.
want a scented candle that smells like a beautiful snow bunny. Anyway, we'll talk about that in the back chat. It needs to be pink.
Okay.
Sapphire.
Yo, real quick.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm
so
going.
y'all, people ask, this is for you. Matt is saying I should get you your own show. You're going to be on this panel more. But here's the thing. Yo, Ash is my niece for those who don't know.
That's what I was trying to tell y'all, bro.
I was about to come forward next, and I was like, nah, that's fam. I got nope.
Right.
You say you were safe today. But nah, she was speaking some real shit though. I agree with a lot that she was saying. And there was some I was like,
not colonization. That's crazy.
It smells like Kamala. It smells like Kamala Harris's hair. Anyway, and it's Sapphire. Just so you know, Sapphire and I are going to be dropping a single. This is new to Sapphire. It's going to be called Hellcats and Tats. It's going to be a single. It's going to be on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play. It's going to be everywhere you listen to great music. So Sapphire's singing the hook. She's like the Jaguar, right? So she's going to tell big stories about you later on in life.
Wow.
But you ready, B? Let's go get him. Anyway. It's crazy.
So, my life, humbly Google me.
Lord.
Yeah. So, but yeah. I mean, I just think, guys, we need to come a little better. We can't have that drizzle life. No woman should be courting you. Yeah. You need to be living life, stand on your purpose. You need to also raise your standards of the woman you want, because you shouldn't be going out with women who had these expectations of you taking me to these high dollar restaurants, or you're gonna pay for my rent or this, that, and the other. So one, move from Atlanta, because you got to make sure she's a lady first. You don't want to be end up on a balloon show kissing some lady. Kissing some guy. But anyway, other than that, man, great show, great panel. I'm glad you guys were all here.
Was that comment for me?
Which comment?
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's for you.
Yeah, I am.
For you. He said we all the same, me and you.
Hey, you better leave Q Burrow alone. It's Queen.
It's the Sapphire from New York too. Y'all, you hear her accent? She sound like she's still in Brooklyn. So
like she's still there right now.
Word.
Green bean scented casserole. No, ain't no green bean casserole candles. Come on now. We have boiled chicken candles.
That'll make me mad.
We have pumpkin pie.
That will make me so mad.
Pumpkin pie candles, boiled chicken candles.
I don't do pumpkin.
Boiled chicken. We're quick when we need them.
Right. Quentin know all about this.
He know all about this. He got the smells at home. Yo, Sapphire, what's your thoughts on the topic?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed tonight. I enjoyed being on this panel. I always enjoy Candace. And I enjoy everybody. Ashley, hey girl, you here now. You're here. But I really enjoy speaking to everybody. Chill, Professor. It's nice to meet you, Mike. But I really enjoy being on this panel, and thank you guys for always having me. And I'm such a cackle, even with the serious topics that y'all hit on. It's always fun. So.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yo, Mark, what's good, my guy? Final thoughts, my brother?
It's my first time here, so I didn't really only been I've been on here for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, man.
So I'll definitely be back. Hey. I wasn't here for too much of the conversation, but in terms of what he was saying about men and when it comes to dating, I remember I made a comment. I said you really gotta start to discern women that actually like you. It shouldn't be costing you money to date. Like you shouldn't be leaving dates like, dang, that was the 4th date and none of these girls like me at all. Like, you shouldn't be on that. Like, you should be around women who like you, learn who likes you back, learn how, just start to, learn what that looks like before you start spending all this money on dates. And you don't got to spend a lot of money. Any woman who even has an opinion on how much money needs to be spent on a date is not the type of woman you need to be dating. Like, if you ask a woman how much should a man spend on a date, she should be like, I don't know. Like, that's what it's like. It shouldn't be like, should I say $300, $200? Like that, none of that matters. So yeah.
That's real. What's your thought? What's your thoughts on that, Jim?
My thoughts. So look, this was an awesome conversation, awesome live. I mean, as you can see, it's like 6:50. We ain't never went this long. You know what I'm saying? So this was definitely a good one.
It's 5:50. It's not 6. Where you
Oh
at?
man,
Where you at?
Right.
God
What,
damn.
what time zone you in?
He didn't change
My
the
bad.
microwave.
You didn't change your time?
Not on the
Look,
microwave.
yeah,
No.
no, I didn't. Not on this laptop, man. I don't know why, but my bad. So anyway, what I wanted to say was the topic was, you know what I'm saying, dope. I feel like my thoughts on this is, you know, when it comes to learning how to maneuver and how to survive in this climate, you know what I'm saying? I feel like men need to be around other men who, you know what I'm saying, who you can either not that you can learn from. You need to be around people that you can learn from. If you're around a bunch of people that's doing the same thing as you, you're gonna. It's like creating an echo chamber. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna remain. Man, Chill got. Hey Matthew, Chill got way too many. Trust me, way too many. Way too many. But here's the thing: we need to be around guys that we can learn from. You know, that's why I've always encouraged men to seek mentors. Not saying that you don't have them or you didn't learn anything from your father, because let's just be honest, a lot of us, and I can see it by the way that folks behave, by the way they talk. You know, a lot of us did grow up in like single mom homes and whatever, or we grew up with other weak males that was in our lives, and they didn't actually gear us up for this new generation of dating that we're seeing today. You know, I don't, and I want the guys to understand this. I've never once on this show said that women are wrong for doing what they do. Because here's one thing that I want guys to take away from this: you will never beat a woman over the head with logic. It's just not going to work. We can have open dialogues and open conversations, but a woman is never going to change how she behaves, how she acts, and how she moves based off of your logic. I mean, how long has these things? How many phases have we had on the internet? We done had the manospheres, the black manospheres, the red pill, blue pill, black pill, chocolate pill, all of those things, and you know, we still talking. You know, so I think the focus should be on the men building themselves up to where they are now able to attract whoever the hell they want, whenever they want. And you don't get that game from women; you get it from other men who done lived and been battle tested and who has the knowledge to share amongst the other fellas. That's what it is. And I land my plane right here.
I will push back on one of them points. I do. I think men are designed to give provision and teach women. And I have found that being with certain women, the longer that I've been with them, the more that I've been able to teach them, the more they started to kind of mirror me and my logic, and things started to make sense. So, but it depends on the type of man you are. Like, are you a woman? Like, women are hypergamous, right? She's supposed to admire you. She's supposed to think that you have something to offer, that you're intelligent, right? Might know more than her. So if you're not in that dynamic where maybe you dating a woman who thinks she's more intelligent than you just you might not be in the best relationship.
Wait, who?
Agreed.
Oh, just any man who a woman doesn't feel she can learn from, or isn't learning from, or just thinks that her position, that she's not moving off of budging off of her position. She thinks her logic is just she's not with the right man. And he's not with the right woman.
Oh, no.
Not that women can't learn.
Yeah. No,
Logic.
I
definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Women are attracted to men that they look up to, that they can look up to. They've always been attracted to men that they could look up to and that they could learn from. What I'm simply saying is, in these type of spaces, it's just you usually don't be able to, man, if that girl don't chill the fuck out. Anyway, I know.
See, that's.
Oh no, she this. I don't deal with this.
I don't know how. Okay, we in the back.
So all right, I know. So what I was simply saying is, yes, women admire and they seek out men that they could look up to, that they could learn from. That is one of the key attractions. You know what I'm saying? What I was saying, that in these spaces, when we're talking to people in front of our computer screens, usually trying to, you know what I'm saying, beat them over the head with our logic, whether we're right, and 9 times out of 10 we are right when it comes to these things. It just doesn't really pan out the way that we think. You know, you have some that'll sit up there and say, yeah, I agree with you, but like I tell fellas, you have to be mindful. There are, you know what I'm saying, sheep and wolves clothing. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of women that come in these spaces and they'll agree with you, but you see them on the outside and see how they move. Yeah, that's all. That's all. And I land my plane right there.
Since he
No, I'm with
landed,
you. I'm with you.
what I
Yeah.
feel on that is just
Hey,
with
hey,
old
hey.
boy. What?
We leaving.
She
said we
skipped herself.
leave.
She skipped herself.
Oh, damn. You skipped up.
She
My
did
bad.
skip herself, yeah. So she
My
got
bad.
thought.
I'm gonna mute myself. My bad.
You better leave her alone tonight, chill.
Right.
So
That was a test. That
my
was a test.
my thoughts on the topic. Old boy was wild. He's probably hurt. Like the gentleman said, it is not a woman's job to pursue in courtship, but we are reciprocators of what we're given. We are incubators. So whatever you give us, we should encourage ourselves and other women to understand how to reciprocate in the way that a man receives love, which is a lot of respect, and also learning that man and understanding the way that it would matter to him in receiving those things and showing appreciation so that generation after generation, we can keep fostering that. As far as men raising their standards, they should, so that they will attract the women that correlate to their purpose and standard.
That's real. I could get
That's
with all of that. All of that.
Yeah.
All of y'all final thoughts is on point.
Yeah.
So with that being said, this was a great show. Thank you so much, everyone who joined the show today, joined the panel, and who everyone that's on looking and in the chat. Thank you so much. Also, thank you for the super chats. On top of that, y'all, stay tuned for Tuesday's Grown Women Talking. I'm looking forward to that show as well. Shout outs to everyone here. Much love. Will, do me a favor, y'all, hang out for a little bit in the back room, but I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.
If it gets too hot, roll the window down. If I fuck things up, just tell me now. We're living in a blinded town, am I running out of time? Feel like a drug when I'm talking to you. Slow trip, trying to play it cool. Nothing to do, let's drive to the ocean. Get high, lay on the beach.